Hey everyone, in this video I'll be explaining what the Elder Scrolls Online is about. I've divided this video into 5 parts. 1. What is the Elder Scrolls Online? 2. The story. 3. The Daggerfall Covenant. 4. The Ebonheart Pact. And 5. The Almere Dominion. You can watch the entire video and perhaps learn some new things, or skip to the part you deem the most interesting. So, without further ado, let's start off. What is the Elder Scrolls Online? For those of you who don't yet know, the Elder Scrolls Online is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game set in Tamriel. Essentially, it's the multiplayer version of the Elder Scrolls series, allowing the game to be played solo, together with friends, or large guilds and alliances. It's a very promising game, and many people, including me, are thrilled. The game has been awarded the most anticipated game of 2013 several times, showing that the Elder Scrolls Online has quite some expectations to live up to. The story. The Elder Scrolls Online takes place on the continent of Tamriel on the planet Nirn. In terms of size, Tamriel is 12 million square miles wide and divided into 9 provinces. The Black Marsh, densely vegetated wetlands home to the Reptilar Gargonians. Cyrodiil, the Central Province, home to the Human Imperials. The 3 alliances, as will be explained later on, have their own reasons why they have the right to rule the Imperial City. Elsewhere, making the southern coast of Tamriel, is home to the cat-like Kashyyyt. Hammerfell, largely dominated by desert, home to the Human Dreadguards. High Rock, divided into multiple city-states and minor kingdoms, home to both the Human Bretons and the Orcs. Morrowind consists of a continental mainland and a large island in the center, home to the Dunmer, or Dark Elves. Skyrim, this northern, snow-covered and mountainous region, is home to the Human Nords. Somerset Isle, it is composed of 2 islands, one large western main island and one smaller, elongated eastern island. These islands are home to the Altmer, or High Elves. Valenwood, largely uninhabited forest and wilderness, home to the Bosmer, or Wood Elves. The game is set during the Second Era, in the year 582, during a period known as the Interregnum, hundreds of years before the previous Elder Scrolls games. So began the grand scheme of Molag Bal, Daedric prince of domination and enslavement. His dark anchors, vortexes of evil magic, weakened the barrier between worlds, threatening to merge Nirn, realm of the mortals, and Oblivion, all the other realms, to a single nightmarish hellscape. Without an emperor sitting on the Ruby Throne, the Imperial Empire fell into despair. Facing a great danger, many provinces united into 3 different alliances, each seeking to reclaim the throne and fulfill their own agendas. The first alliance we'll be talking about is the Daggerfall Covenant. The Daggerfall Covenant stretches over the provinces of High Rock and Hammerfell. Its capital city is the city of Wayrest in High Rock. The faction is led by High King Emeric. The main reason why the Daggerfall Covenant was established was to return the once prosperous trade back to the region. The merchant king of Wayrest, Emeric, took action and united the previously warring races of Breton, Redguard and Orc. He earned the trust of the kings of High Rock, earned the alliance of the Redguards by diplomatic marriage and, finally, made a war treaty with the Orcs. The Bretons have the gifts of magic and diplomacy. The Orcs are stalwart soldiers and talented armorers who manufacture the finest weapons and armor in all of Tamriel. The Redguards are supremely athletic and raised to outstanding warriors from the moment they're born. The goal of the Daggerfall Covenant is to re-establish the Second Empire and return peace and prosperity to Tamriel. The second alliance is the Ebonheart Pact. The Ebonheart Pact stretches over the provinces of Skyrim, Morrowind and the Black Marsh. The faction is led by Yoren the Skald King. Despite the fact that the seat of power in Skyrim was the city of Windhelm, Yoren spent most of his time in Mournhold. About 50 years prior to the game, an Akaviri invasion came and basically tried to take over. What happens now is that the Dunmer, or Dark Elves, and the Nords have formed an alliance because the attack was so bad they realized they were weak to the Imperial rise. So they formed an alliance of convenience with the Argonians. They are surrounded by all these tides of opposing forces, and they feel really threatened, so the Ebonheart's entire purpose is to band together and make sure they are no longer in danger. The leading race of the Ebonheart Pact are the Nords. They are known as great conquerors, and being the most strongest warriors on the continent, they believe themselves to be destined rulers of Tamriel. The Dark Elves are known for their application of diplomacy, subterfuge and strategic ability. They have a long history of defending against provincial invasions. The Argonians are famous for employing guerrilla-style warfare. They have suffered years of slavery at the hands of the Dark Elves. Other factions may be driven by greed or expansion, but the Ebonheart Pact is formed for survival. And last but not least, the Almere Dominion. The Almere Dominion stretches over the provinces of Somerset Isle, Valenwood and elsewhere. Its capital is Eldenwood, hidden deep within the forests of Valenwood. The faction is led by Queen Aryan. It is a faction forged to fight against the influence of men. It is said that the three allied races are the most intelligent, patient and rational of Tamriel. Members of the Almeri Dominion believed that the short-lived and young man races were unfit to rule, and that the role was meant by the Divines to be filled by the Almeri Dominion themselves. The Altmer, a race also known as the High Elves, were the original settlers of Tamriel. The idea of being the eldest race on Tamriel gave the Altmer a sense of superiority that to them justified the war for the Ruby Throne. The Bosmer, a race also known as the Wood Elves, are agile and curious people. Their archery skills are unmatched anywhere on Tamriel. The Khajiit, a proud feline race with a very hedonistic nature. They came from the deserts of elsewhere. They serve as fierce warriors on the front lines of the United Army. As the races had done many times before, they swore that with the combined forces of the three races, they shall prevent the disaster that is to come. That about sums it up. The journey the player will be embarking on is truly epic. Whether you choose the Age of Alliance, play with your friends, guild or party, slay monsters or anything else, the game will give you enough opportunities to do what you want. I hope this video helped you in a way. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comment section. I'll answer them as soon as I read them. If you enjoyed, please consider liking the video and share with your friends and subscribe to this channel. Thanks, and I hope to see you one day in Tamriel.